Ladies first.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Aidan.
And you're not.
And welcome to Rose Roast.
Clink! Hi, you guys. Thanks for coming for the third time.
Week 3, going strong.
Yeah, do you guys still like us? Today we have switched from red vino to a lighter, more
effervescent brand of Bambino. Vino to Bambino.
Cheers.
A classic switch.
Clink.
What? Alright, so let's dive into our top moments of the week. Moment number 5 was the one-on-one date with Ben and Lauren.
Lauren B for basic. Burn! They go into an airplane. She's a flight attendant, but she's still nervous about being in the air because she needs to be vulnerable, as every lady does on the show.
Make out Mile High Club style. I couldn't not look at the pilot behind them, who was like a little distracted by what they were doing as they like.
I got.
I need to see.
I got priors.
There's a seagull coming, and then they touch down for a hot tub date
in the middle of a desert. She struts her stuff in a little itsy bitsy tang. Then they have a passionate one-on-one dinner where obviously no food is eaten. My biggest pet peeve ever.
Are they like heating up a like microwave dinner? Is it a Stouffer's?
Is it a Chef Boyardee just emptied out?
Or is it like an actual Michelin star chef? I wouldn't be able to tell myself and be like, I love you.
The latter. Fingers crossed. And then Lauren B is asked about her interests, and she responds with a pretty Freudian father-loving scenario where she talks about her dad raking leaves. That's her story. And he was like, haha, because she's pretty.
He decided to follow up her sad dad tale with a sad dad tale of his own, which was, he's sick. To that she replied, I'd love to meet your family.
So I'll be here week 12? Is that what you're saying?
Lock me in. And then she tried to like cover it. She tried to be like, that's not what I meant.
She's like, he knows what I mean. It's like, bitch, what do you mean? That's the end of that.
The end. That's one chapter closed. Our fourth moment of the week was the first group date with a whole bunch of ladies, including both twins, Leah, Olivia, and other people who didn't make a huge impression.
Pretty much all of the
rest.
These girls sure do know a shit ton about sports.
Right.
Because there was education flying left, right, and center. We got talked through how to break a tie when it's 3-on-3, who wins, in what scenario. It's like, as a viewer, I'd like to know.
Leah had your back. She goes,
sure did.
Don't worry, in this sudden death scenario, the next goal.
And I was like, thanks, baby girl.
But anyway, so he carried on that lovely American theme by splitting them into stars and stripes, and Haley and Emily, the twins, were split. It was kind of interesting to see twin versus twin. The losing team was gonna go home to the mansion, while the winning team continues on the date. Olivia was thrilled because she was on the winning team, and she got to steal Ben for a second.
She like interrupts him as he's sitting down, debriefing about the day. She's like, oh, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna take you for a hot sec. Can you steal you for a second just one more time? And then everyone hates her, and it's the same thing over and over again.
Every episode. When he stood up to leave, he grasped her thigh, as well as the other girl on his other side, and she has developed a stage 5 delusion. She believes that this is him communicating to her that she is the one.
She's like, I was doubtful, but then he lightly grazed the tip of my knee, and I'm thinking like, he's into it, and he wants to propose tomorrow. We're meant to be, and he knows it.
Daddy's running on empty.
That's right.
And let's begin.
Go.
Our third moment of the week was Jubilee's one-on-one date with Ben.
We are Team Jubilee.
Yeah, love Jubes.
So it starts off with Ben being 20 minutes late for their date.
Right.
And her being like, you're late. And everyone being like, that's disrespectful. That's something you can discuss if a date is 20 minutes late. That's TV show or not.
Right.
She just has respect for herself. Then Ben's like, let's do this. They see a helicopter landing, classic Bachelor. And then she's like, does anyone want this date?
In the confessional, she's like, I'm hella scared of helicopters because they crash all the fucking time, in case you didn't know that. Like, that is not an outlandish thing to be scared of.
Totally. If anything, it's like the most real thing ever, instead of being like, oh my god, for me, yay! It's like, wait, what? Do I deserve this? Like, is this my destiny?
So we like fast forward and it was an LOL and all the girls were pissed about it because they were like, why would you dangle that carrot in front of us? As if they would even eat.
Yeah.
So She gets in the helicopter, she makes it okay, and they land at a beautiful manch.
It's a spa, of course.
Yeah.
And they get down to their skivvies, because, like, what else is there to do besides be in the air, be in a pool, and fake eat meals? She has a great ass.
And a slamming body. She had the flattest abs.
Totally.
I was like, that's what they look like.
Yeah, oh my god. During Jubilee's date, she had a pretty large Amy Schumer-sized vino glass.
So she was like, I'll have champagne.
Like, true, and so will we.
You should drink every time Ben surprised you. And one of those surprises came on this date. Jubilee starts diving deeper into her past. As we know, she's been adopted from Haiti. She lets him know that as far as she's concerned, or as far as she knows, there are no other living members of her family left.
And Ben seems to take a liking to her realness.
He was like shocked at first because he was like, oh shit, it's a first date!
And
then
like,
he
oh
was
my
like,
god, you're not like this white basic like stick who has a soccer mom.
And Ben was like, oh shit, you're a hella strong woman and I hear you roar.
Like, I feel like no contestants are like, this is my plan.
Every other woman's like, I'll be your wife.
I'll move to the middle of nowhere for you, no problem, right now, back to
Let's do it. Even though we had like very touching moments on this date, we also had a super cringe moment.
She said, be careful, white boy, or something?
Yeah. And he was like, don't worry about it, I'm not that white.
No, he goes, I'm not that white.
There
and
you
it's
go.
like, you are. We drank a lot for that.
Let's chime in on moment number 2. Our number 2 moment of the week was the women versus Jubilee.
This whole thing happened with like just bitches being bitches. First of all, she came back from the date, Jubilee, and they were all surprised that she even came back. They all thought that she would be sent home because she made that comment about like, does anybody else want to go on this date? And they were like, you don't deserve to be here. And she was like, actually I do, and I'm gonna continue.
This is my rose.
So she comes back from her date and is like on a high, but also is completely distancing herself from the rest of the girls because she doesn't feel like she can relate to them.
But I feel like part of it's editing though. Because there was that one scene where she walks over to Becca and someone else and she's like, hey, and Becca literally is like,
bye. It's a 2-part thing, like she's not into them and they're not into her because they think that she doesn't deserve to be there.
Right.
During cocktails, Ben comes to the group and says, 2 people in my close, like, family friend group have died on a plane crash. And Jubilee takes him aside, already with a rose, and starts giving him, like, an intimate massage.
She's like, rub, 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 rub. Let me get rid of this tension.
And then all the girls are like, bitch, if you have a rose, like, step the fuck back. This is our turn.
Right.
So they hate her again. So then Jubilee, it just, like, feels the tension of the room. Fucking Amber comes up to her as she's, like, going into her cocoon and being like, everyone hates me and I hate them.
I'm just gonna chill outside on this couch with my blankie.
Which, like, I would too, because it's all a nightmare. And Amber comes up to her and is like, come here. Can we talk to you for a second? Like, do you mind, Jubilee, and just talk to us? And she was like, no, please. Amber is like, we're all gonna come and talk to you. Like, we're all just gonna roast you right now. And yeah, it was rude. And like, why would Jubilee ever want to do that?
And so Jubilee gets up, she's like, fuck no, I'm out of here. You go get your girls and do whatever you want. I'm going to the bathroom where I can lock you the fuck out.
And then she cries and obviously Ben takes her side. So that made us even more Team Jubilee and like, kind of liking Ben.
That was a surprise moment for Ben.
Yeah, he just, like, saw the bullshit.
The plane crash discussion and, like, the way Jubilee handled it was beautifully contrast by Olivia coming over and being like, oh my god, I have something to tell you. I struggle with cankles. And Ben was like, are you fucked? All you can think about is your kanks.
Our last moment of the week is about the rose ceremony, specifically because everything else was pretty boring. Our girl, Lacey, left willingly on her own, which I thought was shocking because...
Me too! I thought she was gonna be a hot mess for way longer.
We said episode 4.
Yeah.
And she dropped out episode 3.
She was like, I can't be here, I gotta work on me.
She had to quote her own tattoo. She left being smart about her life.
Except Ben didn't even fight it for a second. He was like, okay, bye, your bags are packed. Limo's waiting.
No, van's waiting. If you leave, you do not get a limo. You get like that...
Right. Chevy Caravan.
Like,
doors don't open themselves. Just get right in. You'll drive yourself to the airport, leave the keys in the ignition, and get out.
Set the car on fire. We don't even want it. Take it. Bye, Lacey. Pretty sure she's my age.
Ben's like a year older than I am.
It's chilling.
I'm unlovable.
I'm unlovable.
We're unlovable. Together forever.
Yay!
If you liked what you saw this week,
and you'd be dumb if you didn't,
we'll come back next week. You can find us on Facebook,
Twitter, at Rose Roast,
or
at Sam Shier,
or at Aidan O'Loughlin. All of our links are in the description box below if you can't find them yourself.
And if you like this one, you're gonna fucking love the other one.
That's right. Watch last week's episode and the week before that and the week before that, and then you'll know everything that's happened.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Subscribe. Bye. That was a good one. I'm not drunk. I'm having fun.
Me either.
Don't mind what I do.